It's so funny how like Kareena Kapoor will say that she's had 3 relationships in her life and all of them have been serious. The two, of course, Shahid and Saif. The first one we don't know and nobody knows about it. Like Hrithik and Kareena did like several movies back to back with each other until they suddenly stopped working with each other, and they haven't worked with each other since then. And they had such a hit pair that like imagine them never coming back to working with each other. It must have been something really really bad. So actually Kareena Kapoor was also supposed to do Kaho Na Pyar Hai, if you guys remember. She walked out of that project saying that Rakesh Roshan was only focused on his son and not focused on the actress. And then Kareena left. So as a result, like the Roshans did not like Kareena Kapoor. And is that Hrithik was also seeing Suzanne at that point, and the Roshans just thought that it would be safer. And of course they wanted a daughter-in-law who's not as ambitious as Kareena Kapoor, because and I didn't understand how they could have dated, because Hrithik was already married when they were about to do Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. Hrithik went ahead and got married to Suzanne, but he still continued his affair with Kareena Kapoor while he was working back to back in several movies. Remember, like Main Prem Ki Diwani Hu, Mujhse Dosti Karoge, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, all of this was happening back to back. Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum was shot after he was already married to Suzanne, but there were a lot of like reports and blind items that were coming out that Hrithik was very possessive about Kareena Kapoor. Like he did not want the makeup people and like the dance artists to come very close to Kareena, and it was really awkward because he was married. But so I think that Suzanne's family was very aware of what was happening, and it is alleged that Suzanne's family actually orchestrated the pew pew that happened with Hrithik Roshan's dad, and that actually catapulted the Hrithik and Kareena Kapoor affair to like break up, and then also them never working together after reviews. And Suzanne and Gauri, and they came to Coffee with Karan. Suzanne has several times like talked about like how if she was born as Hrithik Roshan, she would just go out and like date all these women and like do all of these things while she was still married to Hrithik. So it was quite obvious that Suzanne and Hrithik had an open marriage, and that ultimately became the end of their relationship. But again, I think that the marriage happened with the wrong intentions in the first place, because Hrithik wanted to settle down with someone who was a homebody, who was going to be a homemaker, who was going to have children and not focus as much on her own career. I think Hrithik only married Suzanne because of family pressure, and at the time Shah Rukh was the blueprint, and he was trying to follow that blueprint to kind of help with his image of this like loving husband and like someone who married his childhood sweetheart. But I do think that there was a lot of passion with these two, and it would be quite cool to see these two together.